All-Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They quickly out wide. This is Watson. It's some room to maneuver. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And it's 3-0 Washington. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second and 7. Now a give here to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
17, black shot. Rush it, 6. Flag 2.
He'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Down. 52 blasted. Red, hurry.
They'll drop to throw. He finds Watson complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Watkins. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Swinging this out for Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, here we go. Be a good day, boy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Another truck. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go on second and 12. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on first and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's second and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now here's Pollard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Commanders 13. Cowboys nothing. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On play action, Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Set. Stop. 17. Quick. Yellow.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. To throw is Fields. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, check nigga.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Run for Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
White.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Striker, 3-3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Rolling to his, and it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And this is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Fields. Completes it to Samuel. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fields throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run here with Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
That's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2nd and 11. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Ready, fight, 50.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Ready,
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
here we go. Red. Turn to kneel.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Touchdown, Washington. Christian Watson, 28 yards. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 16. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, Fields. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the work.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Drop. 17. Ready?
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Fields. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just